repairing an Ames C400. Already replaced I believe this is the number 1 check rubbers. About to show y'all how to do the rubber repair on number 2. This is the specialty bolt, comes with the kit. Need it, put it in this hole. It's like this. Got to catch that mechanism right there for that spring to open it up. Off the tension off that bolt just a little bit so it locks that screwdriver in place. It can't come out. Now take that pin out. There it goes. They're tight on there, so just a little pin. Take that out of there. I can't see much, but this little pin right here out. And those will drop down so you can open the whole thing. You're coming here to open this backflow up for you want to check as you're doing the repair. Check the seat of the check. Now you just want to continue taking this cover plate off. This is 5 screws. Now we can see our rubber here. You can see the rubber. Take that rubber right on out. Take your rubber, make sure it's all clean, make sure your seals are clean. Pop the rubber there. That's the number 1 thing I recommend in the field if you're working on these. Get you a metal tray holder or something, put these in, because you will lose them. Maybe that's just me. All the repair kits come with new clips, so you don't have to reuse those ones you've had to pry out. They probably won't hold. Everything you need. Line those up on opposite sides. make sure it's on. Then get your ratchet, whatever you use to tighten it up with. This bolt. Tighten that bolt up a little bit so you can move that screwdriver out of the hole. Slowly start releasing that tension back off of there. It's the other thing with cutting the water off places. You're gonna get a bunch of people asking me if you cut the water off. Got the check valves placed. Now, need to check this relief valve. We're back. We had to run and make a pit stop, grab some things. See how we're looking now. See stuff? Alright. Now, we're going to start taking these on the relief valve here. Start taking the relief valve apart. Taking these screws out of here. Need a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. Be careful, this thing is spring loaded, so. Now just take this out. Get over here and show you. Put a little bit of pressure on the spring, and then you got another pin here. Take it right out, and then that the relief valve piece will come out the bottom. There's our spring there. We're not going to replace it or anything in the kit. It's just rubbers and everything. So that's the old one there. Definitely has some debris on there. This thing was spraying, so that's probably why. Put your spring back in there. Put it in. You got to make sure it lines up. I don't know if you can see there's things right here. You got to make sure it lines up with the spring around there so it locks in. Just make sure it's around them. You can push your check or your relief valve in. They do come with a new clip again. And just put it on. You gotta fold this diaphragm up. It can be real tricky. You gotta fold this diaphragm thing up to where it goes back into this just correctly to where it slides inside of it like that. So you're aware, it can be a little tricky. Pop it down like that. So it's on there. Then you get your plate. Put it back on. That's how you replace all the seals and rubbers on it. Now we gotta put it back on the backflow. Get back over here, screw this relief valve back in. We'll have to hook that up at the end, but now I'm gonna lube up these check valves. It's just my butt in your face. Is what it is. It's a backflow, right? Lubricate all these. Lube it up on the O-ring there. You just don't want that O-ring to end up cutting later or anything when you're putting it in. Alright. Now you slide your checks back in. Figure out which one's first. Number 2 goes back in first. That would be this one. I've already flushed this thing out and everything, so I like to do that on the job as well. Flush them out. Basically, push that thing in there. If it's good and lubricated, that's all you should have to do. This one, figure out which way. Like this. Set it right in there. One trick I like to do is there's a hole on the bottom. Get your little pry bar. A little bit of pressure right there. It's be easy and just pop right here. Now, there's a plate here. It keeps the checks in place inside the device. Make sure you put that back. So it'll slide right into place. Continue sliding your rest of the sleeve over. You gotta get it in place for your number 3 test cock. Actually holds the entire thing in place and seals it off. Screw that on a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want to over tighten that at all. Alright, now we're going to start cutting the water on and we're going to test it.